If you live in Ithaca and you've never seen Sophistafunk, we are a creative three-piece band from Syracuse, New York. We have Emmanuel Washington on the drums. Keeps it real fresh and tight, very funky beats. The man himself, Mr. Adam Gold, very well known around these parts. He's our bass and keyboard section and does some singing. And I'm Jack Brown, I'm the lyricist of the group. We've been described in a lot of different styles, but to make it real palpable, there's a few major elements. You have hip-hop, funk, jazz, and dance music really pulsing through. Some people have called our music downbeat electronic groove. We're definitely taking a lot of old sounds and mixing it with modern sounds and modern music. So it's just, I don't know, a very classic feel to it.
Yeah, I mean, my main goal is to make people dance, so, you know, just trying to lay down the heavy dance beats, party time, you know, with this guy's help, we're able to do that. Lately we do a lot of our writing live at shows, spontaneously. We're basically trying to absorb whatever vibe is in the room, so there's like a positive energy, or there's like a funky groove, we can kind of take that for that actual night. Obviously Jack is writing the lyrics that he's rapping, so that's, you know, his thing. But I think a lot of the musical aspect is pretty spontaneous between me and E and Jack and the people in the room.
And I luckily had some great advice young, which said, if you're gonna write, live and find your voice and find what it is to write about. So I just try to stay very observant and play off a lot of the vibrations and energies of life and of music, and just finding good people and learning about those relationships. We're gonna have 5-year-old kids in our audience to 60-year-old people. We're gonna have people who like all styles of music. It doesn't matter. At some way you have to figure out a way to write it where it slices through and you can actually connect with all those people at the same time. And that's more of an art than a science, but definitely the joy of what I do. We've been staying very busy, playing anywhere from New York City to Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Vermont, Boston.
We've done Hornell recently. We're doing some stints in Oswego. We've had Buffalo and Rochester in the mix, Utica. So we're just trying to make sure that like upstate Central knows that like we're here, we're from here. We want to make you guys, you know, have a good time.
As summer approaches, we are very excited about all the festivals that we have lined up across the Northeast.
We have 3 out of the 4 Sterlings this summer. So we'll be at the Folk Fest next weekend, and July 4th weekend is the Ameribeat. And we'll also be doing the last days of summer at the same festival site, as well as another festival at the Herbie's Upstate Boogie, right, in Warsaw.
The Park Ave Fest in Rochester is a big one. The Taste of Syracuse Festival, which is thousands of people up in Syracuse. We're going to be doing that June 6th.
So we've got a whole bunch of festivals in upstate New York coming.
In 1 month, we'll be recording our full album. We are fortunate enough to work with our label Marshall Street Records on an EP, and we're able to get enough of them out that the label came to us and said, we're ready to do the full album and let's go.
It's going to be the first time we work with a producer. We're recording at More Sound Studios in Syracuse with Jocko. Just a great studio, and he's a great guy, and I think, you know, collaboratively we're really going to be able to put out a really fat album. We're very excited. especially with all these new tracks we've been, kind of putting together at these shows. We have a lot of new music, that will probably go on a disc people aren't familiar with.
So you should come check us out anytime. It's always going to be a really unforgettable evening. So peace, Ithaca, and we'll see you guys soon.
Zoink.
Different hair, different eyes, different skin, all brothers. Sons and daughters of the same mother, friends and lovers, and each of us wants to be discovered. You were born seeing all colors, but the people on the right try to keep your eyes covered. We put you in the box, lock the doors and the shutters, afraid of what would happen.